So today is my first full day since finishing all of my work this semester, and it also happens to be my last semester before getting my associate's degree. So I'll be graduating next week, and for now I'm trying to knock out as many projects as I possibly can, be as productive as I can, try to get a great routine going for summer because I want this to be a really productive summer. So I currently have a ghostwriting gig going. My daily goal today for my ghostwriting gig was 1,000 words, which I already got done. It is 8:12 in the morning. I actually got up at 5:30 and started writing. I also finished my chicken chores and a few other things I had to get done. I have a few writing goals today, including one of my own books that I'm not ghostwriting. So I'm actually going to do a full cleanup and organization of my room today while outlining my newest book. So I'm going to be using Dictation to outline the book while I clean. But really, Luna. All right, let's let the cat in. Hello. Come in. So I'm hoping that as I'm writing this book, I can kind of document the whole thing, starting from outlining to publication, and maybe even after that if I'm going to be marketing it. So I'm planning to self-publish this one, but I might decide to go the traditional publishing route. Obviously that's not in the near future, unless I write really fast, which I'm hoping to. So right now I'm going to go take a quick shower, eat breakfast, and then I'm going to start. So it is 5 minutes until 9. I showered, I ate breakfast, I got all ready, and now I have to go help my family lock in our chickens because they just got attacked by a fox. Okay, so now that I finished helping lock in the chickens, or at least as many as we could find, I'm gonna go make some tea and then I'm gonna get started. So we found the last of the chickens that were missing. Okay, so it is time to start, and I want to say, just for the record, even though there is no justifiable excuse to have your room be this messy, I honestly let it get this way because I had school every day and I was really busy this semester and I had a lot of work, and whenever I put something on the floor or leave something out, I would just tell myself that I would do later, and later I was doing schoolwork, so I just totally neglected to do it. So now, there's my desk. There's my floor. Here we go. So as you guys can see, my desk is pretty clean now, except obviously the bleach is still right there because I have to put it away still. I have a lot of stuff, so it's going to be hard to make it like perfectly clean, but with all this stuff I have, I think this is going to be pretty good. So all the stuff that's over by my door is currently a fire hazard. It's all the stuff that I put over there because I have to bring it downstairs. So I'm just gonna go bring it all down where it needs to go, just get it out of the way, and then keep going. So this book that I'm outlining right now is so epic. Like, I can't even believe how much Dictation helps. Like, I've seriously just been cleaning my room nonstop and talking, and now it's saying what I'm saying because I forgot to turn off the Dictation. I've gotten lots of cleaning done, but I also have gotten so much of my book planned out, and just like, I don't know how, but just being active, like being on my feet and doing stuff is somehow making it so much easier to come up with really cool plot ideas. I've done this area, except it still obviously has to be swept. So now I have to clean this area, which is a total disaster. Just thought I'd quickly mention that I decided to trade in my tea for a Red Bull. Why am I doing this? It's not the healthy choice. I honestly don't like tea that much, I'm slowly realizing, and this is only a mini Red Bull, and I know it's not good for me, but I'm gonna have it anyway. I currently have just over 1,800 words of the outline, so that's pretty good, because I started with literally just a slight plot idea. Okay, so this is the point that I'm at right now, It's fairly clean except for some minor things, plus obviously sweeping. Don't worry, the whole thing is not just going to be me doing this the whole time. I'm going to talk a little bit about outlining as well as my own project that I'm doing right now. I don't want to give many details yet because it's literally like I thought of the idea for it yesterday and I'm outlining it today. So, okay guys, so I just finished everything I'll be doing for today. So I'm going to show you guys. Now that I'm done cleaning, I'm going to be working more on my current project, and like I said, I was going to talk about it a little with you guys. But before I do that, I'm just going to work on it some more, and while I'm working on it, I'm going to have a poll going on Twitter, and I'm going to ask people what their favorite method for outlining is, and then I'm going to read some of their responses in this video. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I post lots of writing-related content. I talk about my books, just basically everything writing-related. So here's my Twitter account, just what I was saying. You can see @CurranBowley. That's how you can find me on Twitter. So, okay, so I just tweeted it. So what I use for outlining is a chart created by Stephanie Morrill. I might be pronouncing her name wrong. She has a really good outlining chart that I use for every single project, and I've been doing it for several years. So I'm gonna go pull that up quickly and I'll show you guys if you've never seen it before. It has been so helpful to me. It's actually on Jill Williamson's website. Here's the scene plotting chart, and I will link that in the description. Obviously I do not own it, so I'm not taking credit for it. I just really love to use it. So there was yet another change of plans, and I actually ended up mowing the lawn for an hour and a half. So I'm now back inside, and I'm gonna check and see what people said about outlines, and then I'm going to get to my own book. I don't think Luna recognizes this place now that it's clean. Bye, kitty. Okay. Hi, Luna. She's probably gonna come into the shot in a second. Okay, so I've not seen any responses. If there are any, I honestly have no idea because I haven't been on. Okay, 20 plus notifications. Ooh, yes, there were a lot of responses. So this is the tweet activity. Robin Fair said, I start my plays with a detailed plan based on a synopsis, but it tends to become more guide than rule. Action can be planned ahead, but not the dialogue that drives it. And this is why a play always ends up as a slightly different beast than the one you planned. When I wrote my screenplay for Dark Mist Rise, I did that same thing. I wrote the synopsis. I didn't plan the dialogue. I kind of followed the book because it's the screenplay version of my book, but a lot of the dialogue I just came up with on the spot, whereas the action was planned. Gatto the Cat said, no, once I have an idea, I start and go along with whatever comes. I do the same in all the arts that I practice. Basically, there are two kinds of artists. The methodical one, example, Leonardo, Vermeer, Hopper, and the emotive, intuitive one, example, Michelangelo, Van Gogh. I fit in the second. That's cool. I cannot do that at all. David J. Marriott, I hope that's the right pronunciation. If not, I'm sorry. I discussed them in detail with my imaginary friend who muscled his way into several of my books. That's a great response. Sarah Rodolfi, if I mispronounce any names, I'm sorry. She said, yeah, usually I plot a basic outline, but this time I heavily planned before writing the first draft. I made chapter outlines in Excel with columns on the who, what, where, when, and why. I might have overdone it, but it was so fun, and it's easy to write off, so win-win, lol. Yeah, I do very detailed outlines as well. So this is what she said about her plan. Develop a solid premise. So she wrote the dates that she did, all of them. That's very smart. I'm gonna try that. Dan Klefstad said, I prefer not to outline but let the characters push the plot. When working on a novel, I think a bit like a playwright. I put two characters in a room. One has something the other wants. Dialogue and action ensue. The story begins. That's a great way to put it. Bonita's Book Reads said, my story presents itself to me out of order, so I use note cards to write out scenes. Then I put them in order, then add scenes in their proper place once they come to me. That is so cool. I don't know how you do that, but that's amazing. Okay, so those are all the comments I'll be reading, but I will be doing more of those in the future, so definitely follow me on Twitter and keep your eye out because I'll be asking a lot of things to do in videos like that in the future. For my current project, I'm writing a YA paranormal romance called Peter's Shadow, and it is a twist on Peter Pan, as you might guess from the title. I really don't know how much I want to give away. I think I'll give away a little bit more in each video. So that's actually all I'm going to give away right now, just like the basic idea of it, and I'll tell you guys the plot when I get on to one of the later vlogs. So as you know, this is the first one, which is outlining, so I've done a lot of outlining. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. It is 3:57. I've gotten a lot done today. I'm gonna keep working, and I want to have enough time to edit this video, so I'm gonna go edit this video, and I'll see you guys in the next writing vlog, which will be writing the first chapter. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And oh, I almost forgot. In every one of my writing videos, I will be giving a shout out to an indie author. So for this video, I'll be giving a shout out to Piero LaFranca. I don't want to say this wrong. I think Piero LaFranca. So I want to be giving shout outs to indie authors because these are people who their work is not as well known. They're doing most of this stuff themselves, and I know how hard that is. So he does kids books mostly. So this is one of his books that you can get on Amazon. It is for ages 7 through 18. It has some really good reviews. There are 6 reviews right now, all of them rated 5 stars. Luna's over there scratching on the door. Almost spilled my Red Bull. Like I said, I'm gonna go work on editing that, so subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Whoa, you do have a floor! Who knew? How long do you think it'll last?
A week.